Welcome back to the Orange Peripheral. It's time for the ending of September, and this will come out at the end of September. Sorry about last time.
You liar.
Yeah, I'm a damn dirty liar. I said it would come out the last day of every month, and it was a day after.
Do you know how many people you've let down
I'm
because of your
sorry.
mistake? How do you live with yourself?
I don't anymore. I'm such an awful person. How dare I make a mistake? Of course, if I wasn't known for making mistakes, that would be a dirty lie. I make mistakes all the time.
I think the N in TheNSCL stands for mistake.
Oh, no, you found it out! How dare you? You know what else is a mistake?
What's that?
Angry Birds the movie.
You haven't seen the trailer yet, have you?
No, I'm looking it up right now. Go ahead and stall for people.
Okay, stall. Well, in case you didn't know, there's an Angry Birds movie coming out. They've been threatening to make it for quite some time, and now it's actually being made, and a few days ago they released an opening trailer for the movie, and a lot of people are thinking the same thing. Huh? So what? Eh? This is like a 2.5-minute trailer, so I have to entertain you people for another minute or so while he's looking at the trailer and probably cupping his mouth with his hand, thinking, "Oh my God, what is this?" Because the first thing that you probably notice when you look at the trailer is that they damningly have arms and legs. How strange! That's like a really, really weird, really, really fucking weird design choice. I mean,
Yeah.
that was kind of the whole charming aesthetic point is that they were like blobby birds and blobby pigs. That's why they used the fucking slingshots to fling it at the fucking pigs because they didn't have arms and legs. But it's like somebody sat down, looked at Angry Birds, saw the word movie, and then he wrote in red pen, DreamWorks it. Because I'm pretty sure that was made to make it look more like DreamWorks and all those other successful kids movies and all that.
Oh, wow, they're using a Michael Jackson song.
Mm-hmm. Getting hip on that modern soundtrack.
No, if they're gonna choose any Michael Jackson song, Bad would thoroughly describe this.
I would have gone with God of War 3 music, because it would have really constituted rage and anger. Hatred.
I do think this does give me the mental image of ripping off Helios's head. Okay, I kind of like this last bit. Or the bird is actually getting mad.
But it just fizzles out. They don't do anything with it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It fizzed out.
It's like what I was telling him earlier. It has A-rank visuals, because it does look very nice. It does look pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they made the whole anthropomorphic thing believable. I can still tell what's what. It's interpretation, whatever. They got B-rank ideas, because they do set up some really nice jokes, and, they really do make an idea for a movie that could work. Pigs invade and take over their stuff, and Angry Birds ain't gonna have that shit. No fucking way. But they have D-rank execution, because all of the great ideas and the great opportunities for pratfall and jokes, they just...
Have you seen Pixar's Inside Out?
I have not seen it yet.
Let me just say, if the Angry Birds title being angry, if they were to have a mindset like anger from Inside Out, I would absolutely love it, because the way anger worked in Inside Out is he could talk normally, so, you could have normal conversations with him, but the things he would say sounded like something somebody mad would say. And then you can easily set off his fuse, and that's what I think when I think an Angry Birds movie, because it should be like, explosions. I mean, there was one explosion, and it was kind of... that didn't work. that joke fell flat. I felt that one.
Every single joke fell flat, and I think the reason being is that this is just another licensed piece of crap. They're not going to try and, try hard to bring the Angry Birds name to the big screen. They're not trying to wow anybody or make something worthwhile like the Lego Movie did or anything Pixar or DreamWorks has ever done. Now, they're just trying to cash in on the Angry Birds name. So everything's going to be as low key, and we can't get them getting too angry because that could scare off the kids. So it's going to suck. I know for a fact it's going to suck.
Well, I always thought anger was one of the funnier emotions to do if done right. Because going back to Inside Out, anger was hilarious just because of the things he'd say, and you could easily set off his fuse for a comedic effect.
Exactly. I mean,
so you just got to know how to do it right.
Of course, and I don't think they're going to do it right.
No. And now, do you want to know what a kind of a scarier thought is? Do you consider this a video game movie?
Yeah.
Because if so, we can add another one to the list of bad video game adaptation movies.
Well, you could have made it good. You could have cranked the pratfall up to a 10. You could have made the anger, play more into the fucking movie, It's like clumsiness due to their blind anger and blind rage. And, you got these stupid pigs who don't really do anything. You got these angry birds who just blindly fling themselves at the cities of the invading pigs, and you could probably have something really funny on your hands, but this is just gonna be bland, boring, monotonous crap that we've seen for the past 5 years.
You know what would have sold it for me in the trailer?
What?
If they used... Okay, think back to watching Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, okay?
Good movie, yes.
When Knives comes over to see Scott, and his his name escapes me. What was his name?
Walter?
Yes. Walter answers the door. He opens the door and then quickly moves to where you can only see the back window, and then Scott jumps through that window. That was the funniest part of that fucking movie. And that's when, if I saw a bird just fly in the background and hit something, that would have made me, kind of want to see it more instead of not at all. It's just, you can do extra stuff besides, character tropes things, and it looks like you're appealing to the kids, which are the only people who are going to watch this, but regardless, you don't have to dumb it down for them.
It's going to be licensed, it's going to be crap, they're not going to give a care.
Yeah, I know, it's still going to make bank, which...
It is, oh god, that makes me very sad.
Which is what I'm scared of, for one, that it's actually going to do well, because, kids will watch anything, but another thing is, didn't Angry Birds die like 3 years ago?
I haven't played an Angry Birds game in about that long.
Yeah, I haven't either, and it's just like, you and I were talking about this, is like, Angry Birds' popularity skyrocketed for the mobile market, and that really helped everything, and then it just kind of stopped. Like, no one was talking about Angry Birds anymore.
Because back then, Angry Birds was pretty much all there was. That was like the killer app for the mobile market, and since then, we've had about 20 killer apps since, vying for the attention of everybody in the world. We've got way more mobile games, and it's much more widespread now, so everybody's playing different things now.
Yeah, Flappy Bird, Candy Crush.
Clash
I'm trying
of
to
Clans.
think of Clash of Clans, that's another big one.
What's that one, like, Flippy Street or whatever?
I don't know. I'm not really familiar with the mobile side, because I don't play mobile games. I only play one mobile game.
It's like a Cubist-type game where you're trying to get things across the street or whatever. I don't know. That's a really popular one, too.
Mobile's weird, and when I asked Twitter, and this will go into a different thing, but there's a video I want to do with you on an iPhone game that I found. Somebody pointed it in my direction. And I wanted to know how to capture off an iPhone. Because that's the only way this will work. Looked up emulators, it won't work. It's got a shortened catalog. I was looking around, and they actually do have capture cards for iDevices. And then you pointed me in the direction of somebody who was in like part 500 of their Clash of Clans Let's Play.
God, yeah, he was like 475, and he started it like 2 years ago, and I bet it's even further by now.
That is ridiculous.
Insane. Just absolutely insane.
The thing with like long running Let's Plays, especially games that don't end, you can kind of make that work. Like somebody on YouTube, oh my gosh. Post-text, edit in his name. Or not post-text, but post-voice, edit in his name.
Ba-ding!
Basically, he has done over 700 parts to Binding of Isaac, both the original game and Rebirth. So that's almost 1,500 episodes of Binding of Isaac, because the game always changes. It is never the same playthrough twice.
But how long are those episodes?
They're full playthroughs until he either dies or beats the game.
Huh.
So anywhere between 13 to 30 minutes, around there.
700 parts, though.
Yeah. I think this is more like something to put on in the background, like most Let's Plays nowadays, where the person won't be talking about the game anymore. It's just whatever comes to their mind, and they try to make it funny. Which, again, something that can work. But 700 parts.
Yeah, that's like you put on the playlist, then you leave, you go on vacation for a week, you come back, and you're halfway done through the list.
Oh, there it is. Northern Lion. That's him. Yeah, posted 3 hours ago, part 759 of Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
I think Let's Play for a lot of people is different. You know.
Well, some people watch Let's Plays for the person. I understand that.
I just make funny walkthroughs and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm doing it all for the love of the game.
Everyone has their own definition of what they want to see and what they want to make, so I guess it's all open to interpretation. If a 500 Let's Play of Clash of Clans intrigues you, then by all means, go with it. I don't get you.
Yeah, apparently there's a market for these different things, because I got in a huge spat with somebody on one of my videos saying this isn't Let's Play. And I said, yes, it is, because I am playing it with you. And he said, no, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to make me laugh. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm the informative side. I mean, if you end up laughing because of what I say, cool, that wasn't my original intent. I am showing off this game for the masses, for people who don't have a chance to play it.
Well, I can see why it'd be put off, because Danganronpa is such a funny game.
It's actually hysterical.
Yeah, I realized that.
Like a game about carnage and murder and feeling depressed, it actually has some legitimately hysterical moments. Oh wow, I can actually name off one. And it doesn't spoil anything, do you mind?
Go ahead. Hey, sure.
There's a moment where the main character and kind of like your partner in crime, not actual crime, but whatever. Basically, you two are trying to find a place to discuss something to where Monokuma can't hear you. And you got cameras all over the place, so nowhere is safe except for one spot, and they end up finding that spot. Well, it just so happens to be like in the locker room.
Because of course it is.
Yeah, so you end up talking with a girl in the locker room, and you end up coming out, and your job is to distract Monokuma so that she can go off and do her own thing to try to thwart the evil. So essentially what happens is you call him out, he immediately shows up, and he goes, I just saw you coming out of there. What were you doing with her? Did you do a little, and the game censors itself. It uses all sorts of letters and, letters and symbols and everything, and it just keeps going. It's like 3 lines of text worth of censorship, and I just went, whoa!
The aristocrats!
I was just thinking, I was like, I don't remember doing that. Maybe I should ask her if she remembers. Something like that. That was a very good moment. There are other laugh out loud moments in all 3 games. Not so much the most recent one, but it does have its good moments. How far are you in Metal Gear Solid?
I have beat it.
Did you get the best ending?
Well, there are multiple endings, but I have a lot to say about Metal Gear Solid 5.
Do you want me to put a spoiler tag, or?
No, I'm not going to spoil anything. I would never do that. If I'm going to spoil it, I'm going to do it in a different forum somewhere else, because there's a lot to discuss about this game. A lot.
Well, did you want your own Metal Gear tangent? I'll accept it. You always hear about my games that I play.
I thought we could go off on that, because your game that you were anticipating was indeed Ultra Despair Girls, and seeing as how we're already on Danganronpa, why don't you take the floor again, because I'm going to need about 2 floors for this next part.
Oh, that's fine. So, yeah, in the last podcast we said 2 very different games are coming out on the exact same day, and that we were going to play and enjoy them.
Except they didn't come on the exact same day.
Well, the game's release dates were the exact same day. I didn't get mine until about a fucking week later because they shipped it on release date. But that's beside the point. I'm still happy I ended up getting it. So, UDJ is playing Metal Gear Solid like a madman. How recently did you finish it?
I'd say about 4 or 5 days ago.
4 or 5 days ago. And we're recording this on September 27th. So that's...
At 12:08 p.m., the year 2015.
Yeah, so that was a long game. And I'm still working on Ultra Despair Girls, but I've managed to play a lot of it this weekend, and it got to a certain point, and this was actually one of the topics I was going to bring up, but how much is too much for certain things? Because I mentioned that the topics that Ultra Despair Girls brings up, they were going to be harsh, and they were going to dig it into your mind, and it wasn't going to be fun. Yeah? Yeah? Every single chapter has some different form of child abuse. And the entire concept is kids killing adults. We don't want them to do that. We're going to have to stop them. But every, ringleader for every chapter has had something terrible happen to them to the point where they are broken. They are broken minds. And it is actually extremely well written. Some of the lines that came up, I was like, oh shit. Oh, that's terrible. It's not pretty. And for those of you who have played it, I'm mainly talking about Chapter 3. That one wasn't fair. But all the other chapters are also well written to the point where you feel bad for playing it, but not as if it's a bad game. It's a different kind of, like the narrative is so strong, you're just like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I love games like that. It's where it just gets too real and you gotta put it down for a while.
Yeah, I had to do that. That wasn't fair. You can't throw that at me. That wasn't nice. But I can't go too far into that because that would spoil it. So that is all I have to say. I can't wait to beat it. I'm on Chapter 4, which seems like it's taking 2 years to finish.
How's the gunplay?
Gunplay is really simple. I will contest that the aiming isn't quite right, but I think that's because it's an over-the-shoulder, so maybe I've gotten bad at over-the-shoulder third-person shooters. But it works. You got 8 different types of ammunition to use, so it's a lot of fun.
Well, I thought UDG stood for unbelievably dumb gameplay.
Nah, it's good. I will say, though, you don't have to play it. If you enjoyed the visual novel style, stick with it. And speaking of which, that was something that happened this past month. Tokyo Game Show happened, and one of the games that was announced was Danganronpa 3 visual novel style. Yes!
Gotta get fucking PSTV in those stupid Danganronpa games.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, they're great visual novels.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Spike Chunsoft. They know how to write stuff. Even if it's completely balls out insane, they know how to write stuff.
Alright, we'll get to Tokyo Game Show after the Metal Gear Solid 5 stint.
Yes.
But do you have any closing things to say about UDG?
Nah, I'm still having a lot of fun. It has very cringe-worthy dialogue, both in concept and just in regular gameplay. And for those of you asking for a Let's Play of it, not immediately. I don't want to be like everybody else and immediately do a Let's Play of it, and I don't think I even can. And if you've played it, you probably know why, but go right ahead. It is Metal Gear Solid time.
Alright, Metal Gear Solid time. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Game I've been waiting for 3-4 years, which seems to happen very frequently, but usually when I wait that long, it's usually a game worth waiting for, and I'm never disappointed. Am I disappointed in this game? No. No. I'm not. No. I had to go into a bit of denial to do so, but I'm not disappointed at all.
Uh-oh.
9 out of 10.
Is that because of the ending?
It's not just that. I mean, this is a completely massive fucking game. The amount of polish and the amount of detail that was put into every single little thing, I feel like we should have given him like another 6 months to polish everything even further, because there's just so much crap to this game. From the weather system to the way the AI reacts, but, I mean, it's like, imagine one of those cheesecakes that are cut into 12 and have like 12 different flavors on them, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Except it's like as big as your house. And
Jeez.
There's one slice of cheesecake that's not even there yet, because at time of saying these words, Metal Gear Online isn't available right now. It's still about a week away or so. There's so many nuances to the game and so many ways to play and so many things to do, and it's so huge, and you can customize everything, and it really feels like your own personal Metal Gear game. And as a send-off for the Metal Gear Solid series as a whole, nah, not really.
You're not feeling that?
Well, I feel like 4 already did that because it tied up all the loose ends. This one is meant to be a bit more ambiguous. Because even with the cut content, it doesn't, like, definitively 100% end. There's still several loose threads that are probably left open for the audience to figure out for themselves. But, God, I don't even know where to start in this massive fucking game.
Well, let me say this. Kojima has a habit of retweeting stuff that people send him concerning Metal Gear.
Yes.
And one of them was, and I couldn't believe this, some guy saying, hey, I finally 100% of the game. Here's my completion time. 100 hours for 100% completion?
Oh yeah, this game is incredibly long.
Damn.
I'm about probably by now 73, 74 hours in, and I'm just now 52% complete.
Fuck me.
I have about 100 more side ops to complete before I do all those. And there's like the optional mission tasks. I don't know if they're making me do that or not, but still, there is a lot to this game. You will get your money's worth definitely, because you'll be playing it for a long, long time.
Good.
I mean, if you liked Peace Walker, this is essentially Peace Walker 2. Bigger, better, looks beautiful. I mean, God, I could go on forever about the Fox engine and how wonderful that looks.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous engine.
I mean, you saw me stream it on day one, right?
Yeah, even with, like, over the PS4 stream, we still didn't get the 60 FPS, but it still looked good over live stream.
Yeah, I mean, not even just the frame rate, it's the textures look great. I love the animations. There's a lot of really fluid animations. It sometimes can get a little jinky-janky and glitchy here every so often, but, you know, you're gonna get that with any game you get nowadays. You just have to accept that.
Mm-hmm.
No game is gonna be glitch-free, not anymore.
Yeah, technology is way too difficult nowadays. So just the fact that we can actually get games like this is like its own mini miracle.
I mean, right now it's still really hard to talk about Metal Gear Solid 5 because there's still people digging into the game's files to see if there really is an ending and what kind of ending there is, and maybe we're missing something. Maybe if we disarm all of the nuclear bombs in the entire game online and we can get that extra ending, you know. So many people are searching for just something, anything more than the lackluster conclusion that we got.
Well, didn't it come out recently that Konami cut content and that was supposed to be the real ending? Like, that would have made it more satisfying?
Yeah. Probably because, I mean, there's so much speculation still even going on. I mean, right now everybody's in a mindset where if it's good, it was Kojima's work. If it's bad, it was Konami's work. So why did they cut it? Well, it was Kojima's intention to cut that stuff, so it was good that they cut it. Yay! Well, Konami cut it because they were wasting too much money, so that's bad. It's Konami's fault. This is certainly going to be a game that's going to go down in history. It's a polarizing Metal Gear game. It's We've had to sacrifice a lot for it, both Konami and Kojima and the audience. You know? It's a game that you can't just sit down and talk about this game. I mean, you have to chew and digest it and really consider and really ponder about it, about the finer nuances, you know. And with so much misinformation being thrown around and so much hush-hush and non-transparency going on, it's really hard to draw any viable conclusions right now. And I haven't even touched into the spoiler stuff yet. This is just the basic nuances of the game. Sheesh.
Wow. Now, since you've played Ground Zeroes,
yeah,
do you think that was a good choice to split it up? I know Ground Zeroes was like 5 hours long, and Phantom Pain is like 100 hours long. So do you like that they just included the first little bit and said, here you go, hopefully this will tide you over?
I feel like they could have combined them into one, but I liked the fact that they released the prologue at all, because I knew that Phantom Pain was going to take a fucking shit long time to complete, and probably to keep interest up and to give everybody a taste of what the real game is going to be like, get a taste of the Fox engine, the new lighting, and some of the new, more streamlined gameplay mechanics. Release Ground Zeroes and see what works and what doesn't work. I mean, we can implement that into Phantom Pain. Sucks that it costs $30-$40, but, you know, I bought it twice, so whatever.
PS3 and PS4?
Ding. Because I got a PS3, then I got a PS4, and then I got the PS4 version.
Nice.
But, you know, I can see why they did it. I can see why people don't like that they did it, but they did it, and I guess we can only accept that they did it. Well,
now it's history, because this is officially the end of Metal Gear. I know Konami might try to make another Metal Gear, but it's not going to be Metal Gear.
It's not going to. No, it's not. Like like I said, the only way they could make another good Metal Gear game is if they go backwards and talk about the boss and make a good game around her, but I don't think anybody's left to make a good game about anything anymore.
Nah, I don't think that's going to happen.
The Fox engine dev guys are gone. Everybody has left. Konami's not doing AAA production anymore.
No, unless it's FIFA.
PES.
PES. Sorry, I was different soccer.
FIFA's EA. Which they might as well fucking be EA. Fucking Konami. Holy shit. What is it about soccer that turns every corporation evil?
I don't know, but who got to talk with Pele? EA, so that's a couple points in their court.
I guess.
In their goalpost. I don't know anything about sports.
Yeah, that puts the sport ball into the goalpost.
For the goal win. You want to talk about Tokyo Game Show?
Oh, sure, why not? I mean, final thoughts on Metal Gear Solid 5. Whatever niggling problems you have, when you're out in the field and playing the game, it all washes away, because playing the game is fun, it's organic, it's fluid, anything can happen, you can do anything, they give you a lot of freedom, and this was certainly a wonderful game that Kojima left us on. And kudos to him, kudos to the team, and good job.
All right.
Fuck Konami.
So now you're gonna have to find a different franchise to fawn over.
Well, that's the thing about these Metal Gear games. You can play them over and over again for years to come. I could play Snake Eater right now and it still feel as fresh as it did the day it came out.
Snake Eater is fantastic.
Yeah.
Just because there are way too many ways to play Snake Eater. And just the fact that one of the bosses, you can actually distract them with a frog, that's hilarious. I don't know how anybody figured that one out.
Story's the best, too, because that was before it got all batty-wonker nutsy.
Yeah, I do like Snake Eater's story, too.
It's a bit tight. It's tighter. It's more concise. You don't have to worry about GW and the AIs and nanomachines, son.
Yeah, it's way too many details in current Metal Gears. Dial it back a notch. And that's funny coming from Metal Gear.
I don't mind it at all, though. I mean,
I'm sure it's great.
If you really want to enjoy Metal Gear Solid to the fullest, you have to get used to the cutscenes and the long, talky bits, because it adds to the world and really fortifies your understanding of it.
Maybe after I stream all the Batman games, I'll get to Metal Gear.
We got a co-op Peace Walker.
I'm down for that.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Maybe by the time I get to Peace Walker, we'll all be hardened veterans of the Metal Gear style, and I'll actually be able to play it, efficiently.
Are you going to do it from like the beginning of the series?
Well, since I have that entire collection, I might as well.
I mean, you're going to do like 3 Peace Walker, and then Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain, Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Solid 2, 4.
I don't know. I think I might play them in the order they came out.
Fair enough.
Because by the time I get to Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, I will have a PS4 and it'll feel right. You can't play Metal Gear games on an Xbox. Sorry, Microsoft.
You can. It just doesn't feel right.
No, it doesn't. And I think we've discussed that before. Certain games feel right on the consoles they were originally on, and now everything's going multi-platform screws the whole thing up. How dare you?
Some games work multi-platform, but sometimes it just feels right on just one console.
Like, what do you think? Just as an example.
Playing Metal Gear Solid HD Collection for the Xbox 360, it just felt wrong holding the controller with my left thumb going up and my right thumb going down. It's like, no. It needs to be on PlayStation, damn it. It needs to be switched.
Yeah, Metal Gear, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts are the only ones that come to mind that have to be played on a Sony console. It just wouldn't work on an Xbox.
Mario wouldn't work on anything other than Nintendo.
Yeah, it feels best with a Nintendo controller.
Playing Mario Galaxy 3 on a DualShock 4 just sounds wrong to me.
Oh, that's gross. How dare you?
I know, it's sacrilege.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
It's naughty thoughts. Evil.
Oh, speaking of which, Nintendo's still talking new console, but there's no other news besides that.
And Nintendo's in their reclusive stage where they're trying to lick their wounds from Iwata-san dying.
Mm-hmm.
Well as this new guy that they have no one's ever heard of.
Yeah, they announced a new guy, and a lot of websites have been having the same thoughts. He won't be the same, and he's more business type, but maybe that'll help in the initial stages of getting back on your feet.
Probably. I just hope they keep the whole fun attitude that Nintendo's been known and popular for.
Yeah, I don't think the US side is going to have any problems sticking with that. The Japanese side might be more, businessman for a little while, just to get everything back into shape, let the president just kind of, find his seating, just be like, okay, ready to do business. Let's talk Nintendo, let's talk fun.
I think his true test will come when the NX comes out.
Mm-hmm. That'd be interesting.
How he handles the launch of the NX, because the last 2 Nintendo consoles have been absolutely fucking disastrous. Let's see how he handles it.
What would really be interesting, and it would be an old step but a new step, but if Nintendo announced an E3 conference, that would be weird.
Well, they said the Nintendo Directs would continue.
And that's good. But I'm meaning, this is just, showing that this president has a different mindset. I do like the Directs, because that's an hour long of good stuff, just showing game after game after game.
It's cheaper, it gets the information out quicker without having to worry about these all fucking advertisements. It has a wider audience so everybody can see. I think it's more cost effective too, so maybe they'll look into that as well.
I just think it would be weird to see them announce a conference. I'm not saying it'll happen, it probably won't. But that would be one difference.
I'm thinking back to their past conference fuck-ups.
Just as long as we don't ever see a Wii Music 2, I think Nintendo's going to be fine.
Wii Music 2, instruments locked out with Amiibo.
Ugh. As long as we never have another Happy Home Designer or a Amiibo festival, bring an actual Animal Crossing that I don't care about.
Actually, I kind of 180'd on my opinion of Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer.
I've noticed it's been getting good scores. Now, this is coming from somebody who doesn't like Animal Crossing, so what do you think about it?
At first, I thought, oh, what the hell is this? We're just designing houses? Really? That's it? That sounds completely stupid. And then, when I was streaming yesterday, someone who already bought the game said, oh yeah, you can actually design, hospitals and hotels and other buildings around the village. You're designing a village. And I'm thinking, huh. Oh, hello, cat. And it's like, and all the villagers get jobs based on what you build. And I'm thinking, I have more control than I thought. That sounds kind of fun, actually. I thought it was just going to be like a locked out collection of mini games. Like it feels like it should be. It should be a more complete game, but that seems like it could be fun, actually.
So you thought it was going to be more like Amiibo Festival?
Yeah.
I kind of hope that one doesn't do well, because that'll show them that we don't want that.
I think the world's getting sick of Amiibo. It's just too much. Too much.
It is too much. It's almost over, though. Almost.
I hope so.
You want to talk Tokyo Game Show?
Alright, let's talk Tokyo Game Show.
I've got a big list of games here. This is IGN's official list of the games that were shown at Tokyo Game Show.
I might have some opinions on some and none on others, so...
Yeah, I was just gonna...
Because really, there's only one thing in particular I cared about that came from Tokyo Game Show, but we'll get to that.
Yep. It's on the list, if we're on the same mindset here. So, let me go through this list. A lot of them I've never heard before, so we can probably skip right past them.
Okay.
First off, Monster Hunter Stories. More Monster Hunter.
I was never a Monster Hunter guy.
Oh, I've never played a Monster Hunter. Might have to change that. Maybe Monster Hunter 4, the place where everybody, including Monster Hunter fans, says this is the best.
I might pick up that then, because if Monster Hunter fans are saying that this is the best Monster Hunter game, I guess that'd be a good place to start. I know, right? Yeah.
The peanut gallery is strong with this one. Star Wars Battlefront, you can skip that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sounds great.
Minecraft PS Vita Edition, I could have sworn that came out already.
Maybe for Japan.
Oh, okay. Dragon Quest Builders. God Eater Resurrection. Apparently the first God Eater was okay.
I never played God Eater. I mean, I think I've got a PlayStation Plus download that I can throw on my PSP whenever I feel like. I think it's God Eater's Burst.
Yeah, that was the first game that came out.
I haven't tried it out yet. Maybe I should.
Apparently that was okay.
Maybe I should. Yeah. They keep showing up in Project Cross Zone.
Yeah, those God Eater characters all over that place. That's Bandai Namco's license.
Might have to give it a try then.
Speaking of Project Cross Zone, did you notice Nintendo characters are jumping in the ring?
Yeah, that's pretty much a red flag saying I have to beat the first one now because it's such a fucking slog. God.
Yeah, those fights take forever.
I want to tear my hair out. I mean, I've got like 3 chapters left in the entire game, but I just want to dig in underneath my bottom eyelids and just pull down and tear my face off.
Next on the list is Arslan, The Warriors of Legend. It's a Koei Tecmo game.
That sounds generic.
Yeah. Apparently it's based off an anime, so I don't know. If it's from Koei Tecmo, it's probably going to be another Dynasty Warriors thing.
Yeah. I mean, they know one note and they stick to it, but hey.
Odin Sphere Leaf Thricer.
That's just Odin Sphere HD, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, I already have Odin Sphere for the PS2, so... Yeah.
Yeah, it's an HD remake of Odin Sphere, and they're adding some new stuff, but if you've already played the first Odin Sphere, apparently you don't have to do this one.
I've been trying out Dragon's Crown for a little bit.
Vanillaware hack and slash.
It's like I have to cringe, I have to squint my eyes, and I just have to raise my eyebrow and go, this is okay. It's not great. It's not perfect.
Apparently Vanillaware has another game coming out soon.
That's good. I remember when it took 9 years for those guys to make a game. Now they're making them every, 2-3 years. Good for them.
Awesome. Pro Evolution Soccer... yeah.
Soccer!
World End Eclipse. What is this game? It's a Sega game. According to IGN, is a PC, Vita, Android, and iPhone game. I think we can skip that one. Steins Gate Zero.
That's not what I'm excited for, but that is what I'm excited for. See, I can't I can't fucking tell you why I'm excited for this game.
I know, and I've been going through Steins Gate some more in my free time, so I'm getting there.
Good.
Slowly but surely.
You have to beat the game in order for me to tell you where this game takes place, and then when I tell you where it takes place, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, ooh.
Do I need to get all the endings?
Just the true ending. I mean,
true ending.
The way,
okay.
I mean, the way the game works, you can have a choice to either do an action or refuse, and you get their ending.
And you can make multiple saves on the PC version, so that'll make it easy.
Naturally. You get the PS3 version too, though, don't you?
I do, and I kind of want to move where I am on the PC version over to console, so I think that would be more fun.
Well, I don't care. Just play it and beat it so we can fucking...
So we can gush about it. Got it.
Yeah, you think Danganronpa is good. This whole...
Oh, I know. I've made this joke to everybody who asks me about Steins Gate. It's like, there were 3 games made with a semicolon. It was Robotics Notes, it was Chaos Head, and there was Steins Gate. Nobody knows about the other 2, but everybody talks about Steins Gate, and that's how I introduce it.
Yeah, because I hear Robotics Notes was crap.
And Chaos Head wasn't too good either, but it was a lead-in to Steins Gate, if you can believe it.
Next.
Star Ocean 5, Integrity and Faithlessness.
I hate Star Ocean. I played Star Ocean 3 to the end of time, and I love me some cutscenes. I love me some world building, but you know it's a bad sign when I'm just sitting here for a cutscene and my eyes glaze over for 5 minutes. And I'm just, I look at my clock. It says 2:10. And let's watch this cutscene. I look over, it says 2:15, and we're still on the same fucking scene!
Its pacing is bad, is what you're saying.
Not only that, it's not the sci-fi that I want. It's not the sci-fi I'm asking for. I mean, I don't know if this is true in Star Ocean 1, 2, or 4, but in Star Ocean 3, there were 2 planets that I went to. 2 alien planets, mind, that were just like 17th and 18th century Earth. It was like, I need more aliens. I need more sci-fi. This is just medieval with a sci-fi twist. No, I don't need any medieval. I need sci-fi, goddammit. They're not giving me that.
I might be flipping back and forth between 2 different lists for this, because I just went through IGN's list and I noticed that something is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Some very interesting things that are missing, so I'm gonna flip-flop between 2 lists. But for now, Tokyo Xanadu. It's by Nihon and Falcom. I thought they were dead.
Never heard of them. I don't remember them.
They have made some interesting games. That's pretty much it. Let me go to the next one. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Skip that
How many subtitles are we gonna add?
About 4 more.
Naruto, Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja, Storm, 4.
Well, right now we should just call it Naruto Shippuden Run-On Sentence, because there are no, colons or anything in that. It's just all one title.
And Knuckles.
And Knuckles, yeah. Everything needs and Knuckles. Featuring
Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Representing Sega. I don't know. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven.
I need to get more into JoJo, because JoJo's been around for years and years, and...
That's what everybody's telling me. You gotta go JoJo.
When am I gonna get into it? I ask myself. Hopefully soon.
Hey, the Bizarre Adventure, if it's as crazy as people say it is, I think I'm gonna love it.
It feels like it's completely self-referential in its humor and how completely ridiculous it is, and it's even referenced several times in Steins Gate.
Yeah, I noticed that. I actually found that one. Next on the list is Airship Q. Okay. Tearaway Unfolded.
Tearaway 2.
Tearaway 2, yeah. Monster Hunter Diary, Poka Poka Iru Village DX.
Alright, well, moving on.
The Tomorrow Children.
The Tomorrow Children?
It's a Sony game for PS4.
Huh.
Okay. Pro Evolution Soccer Club Manager. Guess the company, guess the platform.
I'm gonna guess that's Capcom, and it's for the Wonder Swan.
It's for the mobile market.
Of course it fucking is.
Oh, that's terrible. Good job, Capcom.
Yeah, that was Konami, you fool!
No, it says Capcom.
What?
Capcom's doing Pro Evolution Soccer Club Manager for the mobile games.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You shitting me.
No, it says Capcom clear as day. Unless IGN made a mistake, they are doing a Pro Evolution Soccer game.
No, they made a mistake. That's they had to have made a mistake. Come on, Capcom. I know
Capcom's doing a mobile soccer manager simulator.
I know you're hard up for money, Capcom, but come on. You don't need that, Konami. She gonna just throw you away. Oh, jeez. Let's keep moving. Keep moving.
Sure. Uncharted Nathan Drake collection that just came out in the States.
I had no interest in Uncharted from the day it came out to even now.
I thought it was okay. I've only played the one, but Street Fighter V.
Yay.
All right, Sony exclusive Street Fighter. Woo!
I'm not good at 2D fighting games.
Exist Archive: The Other Side of the Sky.
That sounds interesting.
It does sound interesting. Do you know who it's by?
No.
Spike Chunsoft.
You know what was also made by Spike Chunsoft?
A lot of other games.
Inception 2.
It's for PS4 and Vita, so maybe.
Yeah, you never know. It could be good.
Put it on the niche mobile.
Keep it on. I'll keep it in mind.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Okay. Destiny: The Taken King. Okay.
Did you hear about the story mode for Black Ops 3 for PS3 and 360?
No.
There isn't one.
Oh, it's all multiplayer?
They cut the campaign for PS3 and 360. So now when you buy the game, all you get is the online multiplayer and zombies.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, really?
Really.
That is really dumb.
It is really dumb.
Jesus. Wow, that's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have next? Oh, Destiny. Yeah, forget about that. Monster Hunter Spirits. All right, Capcom, slow down on the Monster Hunter.
Hey, it gets some money because everybody buys Monster Hunters like pancakes.
Well, this is the mobile one, so this one might not do as well.
Okay, let's slow down a little bit then.
Yeah. Monster Hunter X for the 3DS. That one will sell.
There we go.
That one will sell Billio.
Yes.
Yeah, because the first one I mentioned was also for 3DS. There's 2 3DS Monster Hunters coming out?
Wow.
Wow, that's great.
Still don't care. Waiting for Fire Emblem. Waiting for Fire Emblem Fates.
Yeah, exactly. Do not care until actually play. Until then, no care.
Yeah, essentially.
Resident Evil 0 HD Remastered. I'm happy for that.
Yeah, that's all you, buddy.
Yeah, because it's bringing on Wesker mode. I gotta play as the crazy man himself. And it's not on the list here, but Capcom announced another Resident Evil game. And it wasn't Resident Evil 2 HD Remastered. It's basically a sequel to Operation Raccoon City. And that is probably the worst thing you could ever do for Resident Evil's 50th or 15th anniversary. Why would you do that? How dare you?
People don't like the shooty bits in the later Resident Evil games. And people are more appreciative of the survival horror elements. So, obviously, our next step is to make a game all about the shooty bits. Perfect. Sell it.
There it is. Umbrella Corps. It's a PS4 multiplayer competitive shooter. It's gonna bomb just like Operation Raccoon City. Come on, guys.
This isn't what we need. This isn't...
I even gave you credit for knowing what we want. And this is not what we want.
You were doing so good. You were doing fine. Revelations 2, Resi 0 HD, Resi 2 HD. You had a good run, and now we're going backwards. We're going back to... No, stop.
And need I remind everyone, this is for an anniversary. This was their big thing for the 15th anniversary. I made a joke about this in the Let's Play. You know what they should do? Resident Evil 2 Remake. And they did. But then they also announced this thing. This thing.
Maybe it's a toss-up to see what sells more. Does the shooty sell more, or does the remake sell more? The remake? Well, I know what our plan's gonna be next time. I mean, that's the only reason I could think. Like, this better be their last chance to make a good shooty Resident Evil game. Because if this doesn't work, then they have to realize that this isn't going to work.
Yeah. This is going to be the last one, I guarantee it, because nobody's going to buy it.
It's like if they made Dino Crisis 3, and then they kept making Dino Crisis 3, but just kept upping up the number every time.
Yeah, that would just be like Street Fighter.
Huh.
Oh. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. You've already played, beaten it, and fallen in love with it.
It's a complicated mistress, she is.
Jikyo Powerful Pro Yaku. Do you know what that is?
Sounds like a Yakuza game.
I don't know, but it's Konami and it's a mobile game.
Alright, moving on.
Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. They are finally getting the expansion for Final Fantasy XIV. Good for them.
Huh, it's like they wasted too much time in getting Final Fantasy XIV out quickly, and it was crap, and never cared about Final Fantasy Online anyway. Never really cared about Final Fantasy.
It was really funny what they did. They released 14, it was all broken and everything, so they took it back, gave people refunds, and said, "We are so fucking sorry. Let us redo this game, we'll make it better." And apparently it's actually really good now. So they fixed everything.
It's playable now.
Just Cause 3. Okay.
I didn't beat Just Cause 2 because it just felt too massive. It was too big.
Yeah, I could see that.
Took too long to get from one point to another. I didn't have as much fun as I was having from the beginning of the game, and it just kind of fizzled out.
Yeah. I've never played it, but I can see it, just based by looking at it.
Kudos on the freedom and the sheer amount of fun you can have. But,
oh yeah, no kidding.
But,
Too big.
It's a chore sometimes.
Dragon Quest X. Unless it's Dragon Quest X, then that just is silly.
Dragon Quest Kiss.
I can skip that, but it's coming for Wii U, Wii, 3DS, and PC.
Wii?
Alright?
Sure, alright, yeah.
Okay, whatever. Gunslinger Stratos Reloaded. I have no idea what that is, but it's a PC exclusive for Square Enix.
Good for them. Probably a shmup.
Oh, that'd be kind of fun. I like shmups. Phantasy Star Online 2.
Phantasy Star Online.
Are you writing that down on your list of things you don't care about?
Yeah, but I don't care to write it down.
Oh, okay. It's a good list.
Yeah.
Hatsune Miku Project X.
Ew.
That's all for me, and there's no triple X, so thank God for that. Final Fantasy 15, cool. Imperial Saga. It's a PC browser game from Square Enix.
I'm waiting for you to get to the one I'm actually excited for.
I'm getting there. They put it at the bottom of the list, so they knew we'd be here.
Of course they did, because that was the best fucking thing.
Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Excuse me. That's another mobile game. Seventh Dragon 3 code VFD.
They need to give their subtitles names that matter, because that's just noise to me. That's just words that don't match. There's no cohesion.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It's just cool words smashed together to make it sound kind of cool. Like, what's the one fighting game I have? Hold on. Let's go. Oh, yeah. What the hell kind of a name for a game is this? Dissidia 012 Duodecim Final Fantasy.
It sounds cool.
It sounds cool, but it doesn't offer... There's no What is... That? No! No!
Let's see. Fantasy Earth Zero. That's a PC game from Square Enix. Heaven Strike Rivals, another Square Enix PC game. Mobius Final Fantasy for the mobile game. Clever title there, guys. Lord of Vermilion Arena, a PC Square Enix game. Alice Order for the mobile. Kingdom Hearts Unchained X for the mobile. Deus Ex Mankind Divided for...
No. Can we go back to Kingdom Hearts for a quick second?
Yep, I actually have it right here. Let me break the news to the people who didn't hear about it. Square Enix announces Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue for PlayStation 4. It It is another triple pack. It is Dream Drop Distance HD, so you can get the 3DS game HDified and playable on new Sony place. Kingdom Hearts X back cover.
What the fuck is that?
Apparently it's, I don't know. That might be the mobile game. Yeah, so the mobile game, putting all the cutscenes in that one. And then Kingdom Hearts 0.2, Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know, but that's the...
Is that the Flash browser game that you got when you go to the website? You know, click on all the swords to unlock his heart!
No, apparently, this is their Ground Zeroes. I made a joke about this on Twitter saying they better not pull a Ground Zeroes. That's what this is.
Ground Zeroes!
It's their playable prologue for Kingdom Hearts 3. That's what this is.
How is anybody still on board at this point? It's been almost 10 years, and we've had 17 games pretty much in between.
I don't know. I mean, the numbered sequels are awesome, but god damn, there's a lot of fluff to get through. And half of it's pointless. You don't even have to play half the shit that comes out on handhelds.
It's ridiculous, mindless crap.
Yeah, it is.
How is anybody still on board anymore?
I don't know. But like I said,
wow.
Numbered sequels, really fun to play. All the extra stuff, not so much. I mean, I don't think you were there for the ice cream eating simulator that was Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days cutscenes.
Nah, I abandoned ship long before then.
No, that's good, because it was boring as shit. That was 3 hours of HDified cutscenes for the 3DS. Oh, no, sorry, for the DS game. And it was obnoxious, because there was no gameplay. It was just the cutscenes. So, all of these triple packs for Kingdom Hearts are just to catch you up with the story, the ones that they think you need to know to play Kingdom Hearts 3.
Boy, Metal Gear Solid never did that.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Like, the most they did was the Legacy Collection, which everybody wanted, everybody likes. It'd be like if before Metal Gear, It'd be like if before Metal Gear Solid 4 was released, they released Metal Gear Solid 3.5, which was the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games in one, which they did do. But then they went ahead and packed in Portable Ops and all those other Metal Gear games in as well, and in another separate bunch titled Metal Gear Origins Collection. That they had those all together, and just that's a really dumb business mistake.
Yeah, this is dumb. Square Enix, stop with the bullshit. Just give us Kingdom Hearts 3. We've waited this long, you might as well make us wait a little longer.
I'm tripping over my words about how stupid all of this is.
Oh, it's asinine.
Completely.
Even as a fan, I know it's asinine. People were making fun of the title as soon as they heard it. It's like, how much more can you add on the back? We were making fun of Naruto for this. Let's make fun of Kingdom Hearts for how many subtitles we can give a stupid franchise.
And wouldn't it be great if Kingdom Hearts 3 turns out to just be a short 6-hour experience?
Oh, I would burn things to the ground. Because they're adding so much cool stuff. Because, you're able to go into the world of Tangled. And you're able to go into Big Hero 6. That's huge. And this stupid stuff. This is so dumb. We've got more of a list to go through.
Yeah. We're running short on time.
God, Square Enix fucking sucks. Stupid ass names. Anyway. Deus Ex, yeah, whatever. Dragon Quest 7, it's a mobile game, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hitman, it's already come out over here, I think. No, it hasn't yet. But, yeah, that's a thing.
Just a new Hitman.
Yep. Life is Strange, that's a Square Enix game for, Sony consoles and PC.
Been wanting to check it out, I've been hearing good things.
Let me take a look.
Might pick it up on sale.
Current IGN score, a 6 out of 10. And it comes in episodes. So maybe not.
Maybe. You'll see.
World of Final Fantasy.
How many? Fuck.
Oh, there's a lot. Final Fantasy Record Keeper, that's another mobile game.
Let's not oversaturate the market. Wouldn't want to crash it now, would we?
Yeah, we definitely wouldn't want that. Criminal Girls 2, skip that.
Oh, God, really?
Oh, yeah, there's a whole new set of girls for you to punish, oh boy.
Oh,
Blade
no.
Arcus from Shining X, that's from Sega. Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition, another one from Sega, which actually looks like fun.
I think that's an Atlas game. Might be.
I think Sega still has it for the US.
Oh, well, anyway.
It's a fighting game with a bunch of different anime characters. Looks like fun. Miracle Girls Festival for PS Vita from Sega. Probably skip that one. Sega Net Mahjong MJ for the PC and mobile from Sega.
You know what the MJ stands for.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Lego Jurassic World, it's already out over here. Mad Max, it's already out over here. And people have been going up in arms over Mad Max because apparently it's a piece of shit.
I've never seen anyone get so angry over a licensed game.
I know, because people are saying it's good, but everybody else knows it's a piece of shit.
Well, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a piece of shit. I think it's just aggressively average.
That would probably be it, yeah. Like, when you're talking a franchise like Mad Max, you don't skimp out on things.
But if it's talking about the Mad Max video game, you can probably skimp out on a couple things.
Uh-huh, yeah, you can skip Mad Max the video game. I kind of called this one because it's a licensed game. It's by EA, I think, or Activision. Oh, no, it's Warner Brothers. So, yeah, you can definitely skip it.
You're not going to get the same kind of love and attention that you do with the movies.
Mm-hmm. And that was all on IGN's list, apart from the one that I really want to talk about. So let me go to my second list and catch up on the things that were not mentioned. For example, Bloodborne's DLC. Oh, that... I haven't even played the game and it looks like fun.
That's the one I'm excited about. I'm really excited with the fucking DLC.
How much more are they adding?
Oh, I have no idea, but it's gonna be a lot, I can tell you that much, because they've got new weapons, they've got new clothes, new characters. It looks like that they're gonna change some of the locations that are already in the game. So this is gonna be really interesting to play. I mean, the lore that's gonna come with it is gonna just expand that by tenfold. Oh, this is gonna be so fun.
And can I make a note here about DLC? This is how you do it.
No shit. This is how you make a game in 2015, pretty much. You make your game, fairly budgeted. You, fix the game and patch out the problems first, and then you make the DLC. So that way people will be interested enough to buy it again because they know that the game already works what they have now.
Exactly. Like Mario Kart 8, CD Projekt Red's Witcher 3, all this stuff, you make the game first, you make it great, and then you give people more stuff that they will be more willing to buy. If it's just carved out, people are going to hate you.
So that way you make your 10 out of a 10 game even more 10 out of 10er.
Mm-hmm. So, Bloodborne, that's big. That's coming, November of this year, isn't it?
November or December, something like that.
Something around there, so you're going to be busy.
No, wait. November is, the DLC coming out. December is the quote-unquote Game of the Year edition.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing that.
Yeah, it's the old Hunters edition that comes with the DLC.
Oh, so I should probably go for that then.
You should.
Alright, I'll go for it. Let's see, Gravity Rush Remastered and Gravity Rush 2. I actually like that game. It was really interesting.
I knew waiting for Gravity Rush would, benefit me somewhat. Now I'm getting both games to the PS4. Haha.
Awesome. Yakuza 6.
Gotta get 5 first.
Yep, the original Yakuza is being remastered for PS3 and 4, and Yakuza 6 was announced.
Gotta beat 4 first.
Yeah. Team Ninja's long-lost PS3 game, Neo, is a thing.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
You fight demons and imagine... Oh, whatever. Umbrella Corps already made fun of that. Kingdom Hearts already made fun of that. Sony's virtual technology is now PlayStation VR.
That's gonna cost as much as a console, and I don't have the time or the money to invest in that.
Right. Sony dropping the PlayStation 4 price in Japan. It's dropping $41 US. So, not so much. I figured it would probably be like a $50 price drop. If that comes over to the US, cool.
Yeah, we might get that in time for the holidays. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. If they bundle it with a game, you have my attention. King of Fighters 14 is coming to PS4.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has. 13 came out 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Something like that, I think.
For Honor details Night Slaying Oni Hero. Okay. I saw this coming. I made a joke about this. Assassin's Creed Syndicate having Jack the Ripper for an add-on campaign, so more friggin' DLC. But I said if Assassin's Creed has Jack the Ripper being being an assassin or being a Templar, that would be hilarious. And look at that, they did it.
I don't know why people even care about Assassin's Creed anymore, because there's so many other better sandbox games out there.
Yeah, there is.
Like Metal Gear Solid 5!
And the fact that it comes out every year just kind of sways me away from it. But the setting I really love in this one.
It's not as special, though, because it's just the same thing.
I know, but Victorian England, it's awesome.
Yeah, Bloodborne.
I haven't played Bloodborne. I'm getting there. Let's see. New controller colors, PS4 faceplates. Cool.
I've already got 2 controllers, thanks anyway, though.
Danganronpa 3, already talked about that one. It didn't show anything in the teaser, so we gotta see more. A new Hot Shots Golf announced for PlayStation 4. Okay.
Alright.
PlayStation still makes amazing Vita commercials. Okay, cool. Star Ocean, already talked about that. Dragon Quest, blah, blah, blah. Saga Scarlet Grace? That sounds like a thing that exists.
Certainly does.
Oh, here we go. Vanillaware reveals 13 Sentinels. I guess RIM for PS4 and Vita. So that's their new game is 13 Sentinels.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I have to see more. Project Setsuna is coming in 2016. That's Square Enix hidden project or whatever.
It's Final Fantasy 16. What they're going to do is they're going to announce it, and then they're going to keep it delayed forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
And just rename it.
They're going to rename it to Final Fantasy 16.
There we go. Last Guardian was a no-show. New Attack on Titan game is apparently good.
I did see some gameplay on that, and I was thinking, here we go.
Yeah, the one on the 3DS wasn't too hot, but this one actually looks really good.
Maybe they'll take the gameplay potential, hone in on that, polish it up, tweak it up, make it good. Looks alright.
Yeah. Ace Attorney 6. And the Ace Attorney anime.
I'm just giddy right now. Love Ace Attorney.
So much Ace Attorney love.
And they're going back to Khura'in, which means that Maya's probably going to make her fated return, finally.
That would be nice. And just a small detail that some people pointed out and that I noticed. The anime is coming out in 2016, which is the date the first Phoenix Wright game takes place, so nice touch. I wish you wouldn't have waited this long, but whatever.
Hey, we finally got it.
Yep, finally getting it. Official stuff from Capcom, that's cool. Metal Gear Solid 5 Horse Armor. Oh, that's a good one. Konami, you suck.
I don't even use the horse.
You just Fulton it out of there whenever you play with it.
I use the dog because you don't even need anything else, because the dog finds all the enemies and the weapons and the cars and the decoys and the landmines and everything else for you.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Dead or Alive Extreme 3 launches spring 2016 with PlayStation VR support. Oh, and Persona 5, but who gives a fuck?
Oh, that.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, really? That was released?
Well, no, it got hit with another setback. But there's a reason I'm not mad about it. I am disappointed that it's being pushed back to summer of 2016. But my thought process is on it, and while everybody was losing their shit on the fact that it got pushed back again, it has been delayed a total of 3 years, essentially. Because it was supposed to come out winter of 14, got pushed back to 15, and now it's been moved to 16. But every time they do push it back, they give you a new trailer that shows you new stuff. And this being brand new tech that they're working on, PS3 and 4, they said they want to make it the biggest game they can. Give them all the time in the world, because I don't want a rushed product, especially when it comes to something this great.
Is it me, or does it look like that Suda51 came in and jumbled with the production notes a little bit in Persona 5?
I kind of see that.
I'm getting a lot of vibes from him on this game.
Specifically where? Because I noticed you mentioned that and I couldn't figure it out.
It's, I don't know, just kind of in the tone, in the way the characters behave in the act. It just kind of feels in the kind of surrealist kind of tone that he sets sometimes.
Sometimes, and they did release a bunch more details on the characters and their personas, all cleverly named after famous thieves. Good job.
Ha 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 ha!
Hey, that was a good one. I thought it was clever. But, they're talking about every character as a social outcast. So, a fun group of characters. Awesome. It's not taking place in the real world, which is what confused me from the other trailers. There is an app where you can go to the hidden castle.
The Midnight app.
Essentially, yeah. That's where you go to the other world and fight bosses and all that good stuff. And the dungeons look monstrously huge. It's going to be a big game. Take all the time you need. It'll be worth the wait.
Can't wait.
And that is all the big highlights from Tokyo Game Show. I don't think I missed anything.
I think that about does it over here then, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. As for... We had a pretty long comment here, complaining about Konami, stuff about Windows 7. I think both Rock Band 4 and Guitar Hero Live will crash and burn. Yep.
Agreed, yes. Mm-hmm.
UDJ, not sure if you'll like them, but some anime shows that I like this season are Charlotte and Fate Collide Liner.
I might check them out. Got a huge backlist of things I should check out.
As far as the topics for the next one, go ahead and post topics that you would like us to touch on in the month of October, and then we'll hit them at the end of the month. But that's all that happened in September.
Yeah, I think that about covers everything. It's a good wrap-up. I like this style.
I do too. I feel like I'm missing something, though. What happened in September?
I was too busy phantom painting it. I don't really remember.
Yeah, I was too busy with other things too. Nothing happened. Except for an entire convention. Edit point. Wait, TheNSCL! You did forget something! At the latter part of September, performance matters. This is something we're going to touch on in the wrap-up for October. But basically what happens is, if voice actors don't get their way, they're going to go on strike for video games. They will no longer act in them. We'll go into more detail later, but just know that that is a thing. Hashtag performance matters. It's a very good cause. Take a look at it.
If we forget, we might release an addendum if anybody has any.
Yeah, maybe. Either that or the first comment would be like, "You idiots! How could you forget this?"
So we'll see you either next week or at the end of the month.
But, just a quick wrap up. What are we working on? What are we playing?
More Law and Order, more Sonic.
More...
In between spots of Dark Souls and Metal Gear Solid.
Your streams are awesome. Can't you say that?
What do you mean by that?
No, I just mean like, you're actually like finding the time to stream it and you got people watching. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, alright, cool.
I think streams are more fun with a live audience.
Yeah.
As far as me, Resident Evil DS is going very, very slowly because the game all of a sudden got difficult.
Get good.
Gotta get good, get fast. Danganronpa 2 and Resident Evil 3 is almost done. I've recorded the entire thing, just need to post the episodes. So, that'll be done and over with. We'll be focusing on Danganronpa 2, and I think that's a wrap.
Alright.
See you next month, everybody.
Goodbye!
Later.